you cannot change what is going on around you until you begin to change what is going on within you. This makes change the power of the mind. Oftentimes in our lives, we encounter issues, we encounter situations, and these situations can only be corrected when one adapts to change. There is change in our personalities, there are change even within societies, there are change even within things that are around us. At every time as we grow in our lives, as we move from one level to another, we realize that change is very important. It can be change in a relationship, it can be change in a job, it can be change in different phenomena in our everyday lives. I'd like to welcome you to yet another episode of the series, Emancipation with Sali. This is the Girls Have Voices television production. On our episode today, we are going to be talking about change as a phenomena. We are going to be talking about the issues that come with change. They say change is painful in its way. Without pain, without sacrifice, without giving in on something, one cannot take change as a journey. From a developmental point of view, change is said to be very painful. If you look even in the way we do things, say for example today you are uncomfortable in your relationship, there are two things that may be involved there. One might need to give up on that relationship. Two, one might actually need to change themselves in making sure that relationship works. One or the other, in whatever decision one is found to be taking, there is pain in it. Giving up on someone that you love, it is painful. Or giving up on changing your character on itself in making sure that relationship work, it's painful. Change can be a change in one being uncomfortable with the status quo. As women, we need to improve ourselves. We should stop being afraid of the unknown. Let's not be afraid of things that we think might go wrong, but let's begin to be positive about things that will become right. In everything that we do in our lives today in our society as women, change is very important. It is a world where we need to constantly advance ourselves. It is a world where we constantly need to adapt to change and understand the goings on of life. One or the other, you can never be competitive in the world when you do not adjust to change. As painful as it sounds, one has to give in something to make sure you are at that level that you want to do. You know, there are people who are naturally nostalgic. People would always want to think of things that have passed and say, if probably I'd remain that way, because it is only those that are courageous that wants to take another leap into their life. If you are not courageous, if you are not built in being invincible within yourself, one cannot take another step forward. Like we said, the fear summons our minds. The fear makes us feel, what if this happens? That I personally take it as a learning phase. They say if you win, you glorify yourselves. But if you fail, you take that as notes. And make sure in your other lap, you learn from the mistakes you've done. There are times that even in our society, you look at probably the friends that you have do not add value to you as being who you are. You look at some dreams that you want to pursue. You look at some dreams that you want to achieve. The people that surround you might not be part of that dream, may not be contributing much to your dream. And at such a stage, you need to give up some kind of friendship. That becomes very painful. That painful part that we are feeling, it is the change. And without that painful situation that we go through, it is only that it can become better. Changes for you. Take that leap, move forward, achieve your dreams. There's nothing as fulfilling in life as doing something that interests you. There's nothing as fulfilling that you defining yourself and giving yourself an identity. There's nothing as fulfilling as living your life according to the purpose that you've designed. This on its own brings emancipation. This on its own brings freedom. As women, we need that inner freedom even within ourselves before we even talk about the freedom that from other people. You as an individual, you need to have that freedom. You as an individual needs to be emancipated. Remaining at one position is never comfortable in our life. It can only be stressful. It can only make you become a person that is queryful. But when you start to make things happen within yourselves, within those around you, you begin to remain, you begin to become fulfilled. You begin to leave your comfort zone. You begin to move forward, and you know what? And become the light of the world. My advice to women out there is, let's redefine ourselves. Let's re-strategize. Let's go back to the drawing board. What are those things that excite us? What are those things that we take pleasure in doing? What are those things that can develop us as women? What are those things that brings fulfillment within ourselves and within people that are around us, even society that are around us? Let's go for those things. Let's cause changes around places in which we are. Let's cause changes in the areas that we come from. Let's be these phenomenal women. Let's be women of value. And you know what, as we continue to do this, these are the legacies that we leave for our young girls. And these are the things that we start to impact and build our communities and make sure even our young girls have brighter futures. I'm excited about the episode today. And if you like our programs, please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. It is Girls Have Voices. Remember, it's a girls with a Z, not with an S. Until then, keep loving it until the finishing line.